And you forgot that most guys that got money or got something going on can get that from any place.
Woo! YouTube, we back with another video, man. Today we got Joy Taylor's BBL is costing her everything. Now look, for the females who are watching this video, don't get no BBL, you feel me? You're perfect, you're beautiful, just the way you are. If you do get a BBL, understand that you're gonna attract dudes. You might make more money. Yes, you might make more money, bro. But you're gonna attract more dudes that aren't there for the right reasons, and they're gonna want you for your ass and not for your heart, not for your personality, you feel me? But that being said, let's get straight into this video. Get you some snacks, use some drinks, get comfortable. 3, 2, 1.
Every day gotta thank God, baby. Can't you see that nigga blessing us?
BBLs ain't cute. If I'm being honest, it's like they look good to an extent.
On July 14, 2025, Joy Taylor was fired from Fox Sports, and she really wasn't that great of a host, to be honest. Not saying that women can't be good hosts, but her, Atw, and the rest of those guys, they were trash.
Woo!
But Joy Taylor was something nice to look at, and that is one thing that I do like about sports shows. I don't necessarily ever see ugly women on sports shows, and I think that's important. But again, she had to go head on and leave, and the allegations about Joy Taylor was, she was screwing Skip Bayless, and she was screwing other guys to basically, get ahead in the company. And so now she's out of
That's the industry.
That's art. And so this is something that's important because Joy Taylor is pretty, she's mixed, she's had all of the opportunities, but she is almost 38 years old, or she is 38, maybe closer to 39 now. And so with all of the opportunities to meet, a successful man, she's been married and divorced, and the future for her doesn't look so bright because, again, nothing that she's really done, according to the allegations, are merit-based. And when you want to meet or, have a good relationship with somebody or a good business partner, you have to be merit-based. It's good to be pretty and attractive, but what you do for a person every day matters the most. I mean, this is why we love, Apple as a company. This is why we love, YouTube or Google. This is why we love our favorite cars, whether it's Mercedes-Benz or Range Rover or Ford. Or, why we like certain items, because they're dependable and they are value for money. In a similar way, when you're dealing with a husband or a wife, you want that person or individual to be value for money, to basically be something on the market that you really couldn't find. And Joy Taylor has had that problem competing.
Chat, this fake ass couple, bro, they not talking about nothing on their laptop, bro. Not a damn thing. Now look, for everybody watching this video, what type of person are you? A waffle guy or a pancake person? You feel me? A waffle person or a pancake person? Now look, me personally, I'm gonna go pancake, bro. A lot of people fuck with waffles. I fuck with waffles too, but I'm a pancake nigga, bro. And they got Nutella on this motherfucker with strawberries. I'm a pancake nigga, bro. Pancake Tiffany. Hell yeah.
Even in the professional world. So now Joy Taylor has certain other things she's doing,
bad, though.
Which if you can see her, she's been working out recently, as you can see here.
Bro.
And
bro, I'm not what is that?
She has like butt pads, and there are allegations that now she's going down.
Bro, she look like Miss Piggy, bro. She look like the Muppet female
of getting the BBL.
That's not okay, chat. That is not okay, bro. She's so pretty in the face, though.
Okay, and we already know what a BBL is. But before we get to that, let's look at the framework that Joy Taylor operates in when it comes to dating.
I want to be able to sit across from you and have a conversation. I do not do awkward. So if we're sitting anywhere at the most beautiful restaurant in the world and you can't carry on a conversation, I don't want to be there. And the main reason is I can afford to eat at this beautiful restaurant by myself, and I like my own company.
Now, this isn't bad at all, in my honest opinion. She's just saying, like, she goes out on a date with somebody, you need to be interactive, and the reason why is she could be somewhere else, and she would like your undivided attention. So let's give her a round of applause for that.
Yeah, I fuck with that. She's pretty, though.
I don't have any problem with a woman saying this, because, hey, I'm guilty of not, giving my attention on a date or whatever. And
who are these people?
And looking like I'm disinterested. So nobody wants to feel that way. So, hey, so far, so good. I mean, I think any person or human being would like this situation. But then here we go.
The only thing that a man can do for me is love me. Show up as yourself, be authentic. If we're going for a walk with coffee, great. If we're going to a beautiful, expensive restaurant where you're buying a $2,000 bottle of wine, wonderful. I love expensive wine. And we have a great conversation.
Boy, you don't sit your stupid ass down. Who the f you think you is?
Okay.
No bullshit.
This is where the rubber meets the road a little bit. So now she's talking about, look, take me out to a nice restaurant. You know, if you want to buy.
She talking about 2 bands on some wine, chat, on some wine, bro. If you don't get the fuck out of here, bro, hell no. We getting coffee, man.
Talking about, look.
Fuck that.
Take me out to a nice restaurant. You know, if you want to buy me a glass of wine that's $2,000, yeah, you can do that. Now, all right, let me just talk about this. I get it that Joy Taylor is used to, you know, being around people that have a whole lot of money.
Not with an ass like that.
$2,000 on wine and to feel like you can deserve that, it's probably where the rubber meets the road, okay? And this is the issue that I see, that, you know, women who have been pretty all their life, or at least been sought after all their life, they have an issue as when they don't really know when the tide is going to turn, right? They don't have any awareness about when their leverage is losing. And when you're Joy Taylor and you're in your 30s and you believe that your leverage is still there when it comes to men, but it's not, and clearly it isn't, because nobody is calling you from ESPN. Nobody is calling you from, you know, MSNBC to get on the show.
Damn.
And you haven't realized, like, oh shoot, I don't really bring a whole lot of value to the market, but there you are talking about $2,000 wines. And
she
even
desperate.
If you wouldn't take it, it's just cringe that you would even admit or even say something like that. And, you know, as this should be something that somebody should do for you, right? But it gets worse.
I don't care. Like, there are things I don't want to do. I don't want to go to your house. I'm not going to your house. Movies are okay, but they got to be paired with like dinner, like some time to talk. We're not going to church. I'm not going to meet your family. But other than that, I just think that you should just be creative. Listen to what I want to do. If I tell you my window is 10 a.m. on a Monday, I guess we're going to coffee. That's the window that you got. But this is just me.
So she's talking about all the things that she isn't going to be doing. Okay. She's not going to be in church. You know, you need to listen to what she wants to do. She will not meet your family. Now, when a man hears a woman that speaks like that, I mean, number one, you just sound like somebody who has like so many issues, and you know, you're making the current guy pay for everything else.
It's like she need a perfect nigga, you feel me? And everybody's far from perfect, bro. And it's like nobody want to even like, unless you really like, unless you a nigga, bro, and you really want to challenge, like you really want to like a challenge, bro. And she not even, ain't nobody worth to be jumping through a bunch of loops and hooplas, bro. And she talking about, oh, you bought me $60 wine, or you took me to Whataburger. You feel me? You supposed to take me to, you feel me? We can't eat no regular food, bro. Like, no, bro. If you don't sit your bougie ass down, bro. I hate bougie females, you feel me? Like, I don't like bougie people, you feel me? And like, you can say what you want, bro, on some real shit.
You know, it's been done in your life and all of that. And again, this is just something that somebody.
Cause look, y'all remember that Cheesecake Factory stuff? Like, don't take me to the Cheesecake Factory for a date. Now look, bro, I'm not mad at the Cheesecake Factory, chat. Are y'all mad at the Cheesecake Factory? I'm not mad at that, bro. I feel like, dude, that's food. That's good. That's food. You feel me? What are we talking about, bro? The only way it could be a bad date is if you take us to like McDonald's, you feel me? Don't, like, for the first time. Don't go to no McDonald's, you feel me? That's just bogus. Don't do that. Yeah, Cheesecake Factory be hidden, and they got that spinach dip. The cheese, bro, they got some good spinach dip, chat. I love spinach dip.
He doesn't want to deal with. And again, this is what a lot of ladies like Joy Taylor do. So when they don't want to budge on these non-compromising issues, okay, then women start going to other alternatives and trying to, you know, move the quote unquote goalposts, okay? And we start to really find out why Joy Taylor is what she is.
I am someone who has a lot of trauma. Now, I am in no way like fully recovered from all of the things that I have been through.
Okay.
And I don't know that I ever will be. But I don't think that means that you can't date.
So here Joy Taylor talks about trauma. I have trauma. No shit. Of course you do. Woo! And I'm glad that you admitted this, because there are so many ladies who have, you know, this particular trauma that they're trying to bring into the new relationship. Don't get me wrong. Men, we also have trauma too, right? We all had a bad experience where we don't trust people as much as we used to, and that's understandable. The one thing that I feel that women do, they
shit. Chat, I think he cheated, chat. Oh, what, he cheated? Why he cheated on her? What's in your phone,
the one thing
twin?
that I feel that women do, they may carry more hurt, and pain and animosity than men do into new relationships. You know, women are more sensitive. They're more sensitive to having their feelings hurt. You know, they're gonna guard their feelings a lot more after they have been hurt. Whereas men,
on that ass.
We'll be hurt for a minute and
She
we can
on
still
that
be hurt,
ass.
but we'll, you know, try again and try to get the girl that we want. And so the reality is that now, Joy Taylor, not only are you unaware of where you are right now in your life, you're telling everybody else that you're traumatic. So you're 38 years old, you have these demands, you want a man who is probably like you, has money like you, and doing very well, and you're traumatic, okay?
Not playing.
And so now that you have these issues, you come on to podcast and you admit this.
What's the youngest to the oldest? Like, what's your age?
Damn, I'm telling myself right now. I would say right now, at my age right now. Yeah, I would not date younger than 25, 26.
What the hell?
Why is that funny?
Oh, okay.
No, because I thought she was going to be on
I thought you would say.
I thought she was going to be on some like 35 to 57.
Me too.
Oh no, I mean I don't think I could. I don't know. I'm not gonna get up here and lie. Okay, young men are very aggressive and they do not care how old I am. And
Wait, Joy, I have to ask you because this is a whole thing with women.
Well, this was on Paul Pierce's podcast. She's saying, listen, the framework that she's developing for, you know, guys to date her, she's finding out that guys don't want to do it. And she even admits it. She says, listen, the younger guys are good because they don't care how old she is.
Damn.
And that's right.
I remember I went through my ex-boyfriend's phone and he was cheating, so I threw his phone in the toilet. Wow.
Because
did you have to pay for it, Princess?
most men that are successful don't want to deal with the woman telling
I doubt it.
a man what she's not going to do. Let me just say this, okay? As a man, I'm 44 years old. I believe undoubtedly in women's rights. I mean, I was a man born in one of the most liberal states, California. I come from the most matriarchal communities, you know, Del Paso Heights, the black community. So how a lot of us as black men in my generation saw women, it was equality is kind of where it started. All right. We don't have a whole lot of problem with women leadership, but the issue is this. If I'm a man and I've worked very hard, you're not going to be telling me what you're not going to do, especially if you expect me to sacrifice for you.
That clip is killing me.
I'm spending my money on you. I'm doing things for you. I'm making your life easier. And you're telling me that if I want to go to church, you're not going. Yeah. I need to be listening to what you want me to do.
That's nasty.
You will not meet my family, but you're okay with me spending $2,000 on wine. Yeah, you're a lost cause, and you've already told me you're traumatic. And not only are you traumatic, you realize you're traumatic and you're not going to get the help that you need. So then why should I be dealing with you? So now what you're doing is you got the BBL now. This is what you're trying to do. You're literally thirst trapping online. And now guys are starting to recognize the play. And this is what happens when women can't get men to recognize their framework for the instructions, that they want you to follow so that you can chase them. When they feel like most men are not going to go for it, what they'll try to do is cheat their way into somebody coming to do it, which is thirst trapping. All right. This is why you see her in this particular, B-roll here in the background and her doing the workout pants. She's looking for somebody to try to come and see what she's working with. And
y'all coming, y'all gonna go trick on her, chat? Y'all gonna trick on her?
That's why if you go to Black Adam Schefter, you'll see that Joy Taylor is a wild woman. They're trying to get this attention because the guys that they want don't want them. And so now you have these young guys and you're dating these young guys just so that you can say, well, look, these younger guys want me. And it's because you older guys are toxic. It's the same thing that Tracy Ellis Ross is saying. It was the same thing that Lala Anthony was saying. You're getting these young guys because these young guys don't have money. And if they do, they're real young athletes and they have inexperience. All right. And, they don't really know what's going on in the dating world. They don't know that certain people like Joy Taylor are traumatic. Okay,
Yeah.
they don't know what they're dealing with, but they're confident because hey, this fine ass older lady, wants to go head on and let me do X, Y, and Z to her. So I must be better than all these older guys out here. And you can think that all that you want, but that just doesn't make it true.
Yeah, potato.
And these are the situations that we're seeing. Like literally, we're seeing these ladies like change right before our eyes. I mean, just a few years ago, Joy Taylor was, having a pretty good career on Fox Sports. And then after a year, she's admitting that nobody will want to date her. People are discounting her age now because she's 38. And it's not because you're just 38. It's because you go onto these talk shows and these podcasts, and any of these guys that would actually listen to what you're saying, they get turned off. And women got to understand that men also get turned off. A lot of the things that you say and do turns off future suitors. I'll give you an example. Cardi B.
Welcome back to Disney Channel. You're watching ATW Miami. Drop a like on the video, bro. Come on, man.
Would have had a better opportunity than Stefan Diggs as far as dating is concerned. The reason is she is Cardi B. She's Dominican. People know her, but she was going off on Offset all the time, going off on them on the Twitter spaces and things like that. So nobody wanted to jump out there and be in a relationship with her because look at what she was showing the world. You were crashing out. You were just wild. You're calling a grown man the B word. So
Cardi looked good right here, though.
what ended up with
that.
her? Well, you ended up getting with Stefan Diggs, and he has like 4 kids on the way, along with yours.
Woo!
And now you're just a side chick in a main style relationship, and you're not even the number one chick anymore like you used to be with Offset. And that's all because you can't understand where you are in the market. You're not aware. You're not aware of the things you're doing. You think that whatever you're doing is going to be okay and somebody will just fall for it. Like you can make your demands and somebody's going to get something from dealing with you. But the reality is a lot of the framework that some ladies have, nobody is gaining anything from it. So it's just easy to tell you no or to not want to deal with you. And then when don't nobody want to deal with you, let's go out here and post thirst trap videos like Atwmiami. Let's go and show everybody that we're still good looking. And then that somebody will come and give us the man, or God will give you the man that you deserve. Or let's come out here and do, other things like, BBLs and, let's go ahead and put the butt pads out there and whatever the case may be to get some attention. So guys will know.
Yeah, that's not it.
Hey, listen, the last thing that I do have to offer that you might like is this. And you forgot that most guys that got money or got something going on can get that from any place. Woo! So guys, what do you think? It's your boy Yoshi Dude Jackson back.
I don't know, bro. What do y'all think about this? Y'all, this pose though is crazy. I can't stop looking at this. Is weird, bro. This is not okay, bro. I'm surprised she posted. Shout out to her though for posting this though. Like she watched this video over and then posted it.
Shout out to her, bro, for being brave and confident, believed in herself.
All right, for the people on YouTube, drop a like, bro. Let me know how y'all felt about this video. You feel me? Comment down. Y'all have a good night. Stay blessed. I love y'all. We out this, bit.